Markets just had their best day in a year. Oil had its worst day since 2020. The reason? A ceasefire with Iran. But there's a problem. It might already be falling apart. Here's what happened this week.
Tuesday night, hours before a deadline to strike Iran's power plants and bridges, Trump announced a 2-week ceasefire. Iran agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Pakistan brokered the deal. Markets exploded. The Dow gained 1,300 points, its best day since April 2025. Oil plunged 16%. Global markets followed. Seoul up nearly 7%, Tokyo up 5%. But the cracks came fast. Israel launched its largest strike on Lebanon since the war began. 357 killed. Iran accused the US of violating the ceasefire. On the Strait's best day, 16 ships got through. Only 3 were oil tankers. The US Navy sent destroyers in to clear mines. Iran called that a violation too. Meanwhile, the Fed just revealed something that changes the entire rate picture for 2026. The FOMC minutes from the March meeting dropped this week and the language shifted. Some members are now openly discussing rate hikes. 7 see only 1 cut this year, 7 more see rates staying exactly where they are. The Fed is split down the middle. And today we've got the proof. March CPI landed at 3.3%, up from 2.4% in February. That's the biggest jump since 2022. But here's the thing, it came in below forecast. And core inflation, which strips out energy, barely moved. The war hit prices hard, but it hasn't spread beyond the pump. Yet. Consumers aren't convinced. Michigan sentiment just dropped to 51.6, the lowest of the year, and inflation expectations jumped to 3.8%. Growth is stalling at 1%. That's the setup for stagflation, and it's exactly why the Fed can't move. 21 hours of talks in Islamabad, no deal. Vance walked away saying Iran refused the terms. Iran said the US couldn't be trusted, and Trump's response? A full naval blockade of the Strait, starting today. This week, PPI on Tuesday, Goldman, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo report earnings. The ceasefire window closes around April 22nd, and as of this morning, the US Navy is enforcing a blockade on every ship entering or leaving an Iranian port.
I'm Lewis, this is WeNews from WeTrade.